Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a request by Michael. Thank you, Michael, for choosing this song. And there's a little bit of information here that pretty much this reaction was inspired by a prior reaction, which is so cool. That's what I love about this, that somebody comes up with a crazy idea, you know, and then somebody else watches it and says, I'm gonna throw something even crazier at you, or you know, maybe not, but hey, what I watched was pretty crazy, but I loved it. And Michael watched it, and here's what he had to say. I wanted to thank Michael, of course, for you know, choosing this, for making the video happen, for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much for the support. I know I've been promising marathons, but I'm not quite ready yet for, I just time-wise, I haven't kind of like find my way, and I will eventually. But yeah, for now we're doing single song reactions. I think they're great as well, you know, if you like them. I hope you do. But again, let me read here a couple of words that Mike wrote for us. So hey, it's hey Nick, hope all is well and you're getting ready for the holidays. Actually, I am. Alexia's the holiday like nut when it comes to Christmas. She goes out, you know, that's like her favorite time of the year, you know. So it says here, I was struck by your reaction to Laurie Anderson's Oh Superman. And you mentioned Kraftwerk and electronic music when I thought electronic music when I thought of this band, Nation of Language. They're currently an active band, which is different. A try that is such a great throwback to 80s electronic rock. I chose this live performance of a song called Across That Fine Line, performed at the tail end of the pandemic back in 2021. Their sound is so clean, just bass, keyboards, and occasional guitar, but really great music. I hope you like it. Well, I'm sure I will. I mean, I just know, and if I don't, you know, I'm super honest, and I love to be, you know, I love to be. If something is like, you know, this sucks, then I'm super honest. And I love that about the channel, you know, that I don't have to love everything. But, you know, it's also kind of cool that I do find a lot of stuff that I maybe would have hated before, you know, like when I was younger. And now I'm kind of like just more like, hey, this is really good, you know, now I understand. So let's see here. So the video is in 1080. I'm going to put it in 720 just, you know, so it doesn't, we really can't see that much of the quality anyways, just to keep it lighter. Oh, okay. So it's starting. Let's pull it up here. And again, thanks so much, you know, for doing this, for sponsoring this. And I'm always up for some electronic stuff like Mike Oldfield. Maybe I should do a Kraftwerk reaction with Alexia, you know. You guys don't have to like sponsor it or anything. Maybe just to get it out there, to see it. I think she hasn't seen Kraftwerk. She has heard it. I've always wanted to show her Autobahn, the 2021 or 23 version. That would be a trip. I love it so much because there's so much great music in there, so much classical passages. And it's just that I don't know, you know, Germany has always been very, of course, great at that, you know, classical music. They're classical composers, but also, you know, even in the rock music, like the Scorpions, the early stuff, it's very classical influenced, you know, the guitar playing. There's a lot of, you know, classical passages in the music and stuff. So, well, you guys know all about that. So who am I talking to, right? To a bunch of music pros. So yeah, so Nation of Language, Across That Fine Line, live on Key EXP. If you want to, you know, support that channel, go on the website, subscribe, give them a like, all that stuff, give them the love. And here we go with the video. Thank you again, Michael, so much. And also JK, you know, for inspiring Michael to do this. All right, so here we go, and let me just close the window here, and we get a better stream. Here we go. All right. So good, man. It gives me chills. This guy obviously, I think so, you know, you let me know. I think I do hear a lot of Smith influence, Morrissey, the way he sings, you know, Tears for Fears, that lower register. I love those slides where I barely made it, but it's almost on purpose, you know, when he slid into that note. And it was almost, you know, like flat. Wow. And then I love that she's actually playing the instrument. I'm sorry. I know DJ, if you go on the highest level, they're amazing. But, you know, those people that just put on tracks, you know, and they move around all these buttons, and give me a break, you know. But when they actually play music and they're manipulating the sounds, I love that. That's like Kraftwerk used to do. This is a great band. I love this click, you know, like the drums. That's what George Moroder said, you know. I wanted to create sounds of the future, you know. When he did, I was like creating sounds of the 50s, the 60s, and 70s. And in the 70s, like I want to make futuristic music, like for the 80s, and that's when he came up with all that stuff. And Daft Punk made a great tribute to him on that on their latest album. It came out in like 2013. They have it on tape, and he's speaking about when he was in Germany, and that's, you know, the rest. You know, I've talked about this with my dad. But yeah, that's when he made Scarface and the soundtracks for Midnight Express, and great music, you know. And he inspired a lot of techno as well. But yeah, let's go back to this guy. These guys are amazing. The bass, I love it. Keyboard, guitar, beautiful voice here. Wonderful. I love it. Let's go.
Circling, never closing in on what we want. Well, but can you feel the quickening? 7 million almost under one.
Discover new music at list.
That was amazing, man. It's just I love that it's let me close this here. This is completely original, you know. I love yes, of course it does wear its influences on its sleeve, but it's new, it's original, it's new music, man. Oh, look, what do people have to say about this? Wow. Heck of a core is happening here. Discovered the song through Spotify. Discover weekly playlist. Holy smokes, what a thrill listening during DMT. Nice. Cool 80s feel to this great song. Love it. This band gets me. Yeah. Song is a masterpiece. People love this. This is wonderful, man. I love that they're, you know, recognizing the talent here. And I hope they get very, very, you know, very far and successful, you know. Very, very cool, man. I loved the whole thing from start to finish was wonderful. Can't wait to show it to Alexa. She's gonna love it too. Yeah. And I loved like the way he played his solo, very rhythmic, you know, not this doesn't have to be all like, you know, it was more like, you know, the bass is so relaxed, very, very bizarre to watch a, you know, a bass player with a pick, you know. I'm so used to it now watching guys play with their fingers, but it's nice and it worked, man. And they have a great sound together, really cool. But yeah, it did remind me of, you know, a couple of bands of the 80s, but I love that they're doing it now. Wonderful. Great, great find. Thank you so much for the introduction. And there's more. There's a full performance, 26 minutes. Maybe a marathon. But yeah, please let me know what you thought about this, of course. Does this sound familiar to you? Do you recognize the style? Do you find it completely original? Are you into this kind of like, I wouldn't call it electronic music. It's like a nice mix between rock meets, you know, synth a little bit, you know. And but yeah, let me know in the comments below. I hope this gets a lot of a lot of views. You know, sometimes these artists unfortunately get underlooked, you know. It's kind of like a trend to make like I'm looking literally at other reaction channels and they do like Freebird, you know, and then like we did Comfortably Numb, and that's the highest, that's the most watched video. I like to do it, you know, and especially because we love Pink Floyd, but they don't go for the small, like it's like I even saw this reactor and she was like, oh yeah, because she was doing it on the stream, you know, and then they were throwing amazing songs at her and she's like, no, I'm not gonna do this. This is only YouTube worthy. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, it's because a lot of reactors, they just do, they don't do this, they don't do like smaller stuff, and that's a shame because they don't give the actual people that need the, you know, the exposure. Pink Floyd doesn't need exposure. Leonard Skinner doesn't need exposure. You know, they've already made it. They made their millions. They're retiring. They don't want to know anything anymore. Let's give those bands the exposure that need it, you know, like this. And that's why it's such a struggle to get this out. And to get people to watch it. I don't know what to put in the thumbnail anymore, you know. So I just like I listen to the song and what I feel, you know, I put that in the thumbnail, you know. And but yeah, it is what it is. I just want to thank you again, Mike, for enriching my life through this, and then I hope I can enrich other people's lives through this video. And I hope, you know, a lot of people watch it, but it's just a shame that it's just because they don't know it, they don't watch it, you know. It's just like, it's almost like they don't want to learn about new music or they don't want to listen to anything new. It is what it is. Again, Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate it. Again, JK, thank you for inspiring Mike. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thanks everybody for watching. If you like this, please do subscribe to the channel. Give a like if you want it, or a dislike. Leave a comment, whatever. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next one.